Hello.
We are here to rank and judge.
I'm a creature.
It is cold tonight.
It's so cold.
Yeah.
What's going on behind us?
I think there's going to be chainsaws behind us. So you guys will have something fun in the background.
As we talk.
Yes.
So if you guys have seen our previous rankings, you know we rank it on like 3 different categories. We have scariest, and we have most artistic, and then we have overall best. So the rankings will vary depending on like what is like
the criteria.
Yeah, based on the criteria. So some things like might be scarier but not as artistic, and some things like might be off the charts artistically but not quite as scary as the other mazes. And so that's why I think this is the most fair way to rate them.
Yeah. Oh wow, everybody moving. Oh, there they are. I just saw like people who weren't here flinching when the chainsaw started. That was cool.
That was cool.
If you want to see the chainsaw chase out, we have it in one of our many of these videos. You are not missing out.
We have
got you.
So many Horror Nights videos.
There's like, and if we haven't gotten something, let us know and we will.
Yeah, anything you guys want to see that we haven't gotten yet, like definitely let us know. But without further ado, let's start ranking based on the scariest mazes. Hey,
so like we start at the top, like what's the most scary, and then work down, or do we start like what's
start
the
with
lowest,
the least scariest, and we go up? Yeah.
Okay.
We should build. Okay.
All right.
So, according to Kaylee, I would say the least scariest maze is Fallout.
I agree.
I feel like there's like a lot of fun energy going for that maze, and I think there's some cool stuff to see if you're a fan of the franchise. But as far as scariness, it's like not that much going on. Like it's kind of like you're in a cool like sci-fi like movie or show. Like there's fun things happening, but like even there's only like a couple of zombie creatures. They don't really come at you too much. There's a lot more storytelling going on than like actual scares.
I agree with that. And just real quick, because the audio's funky, can you clip your mic actually here?
So my blanket?
Yeah, because you might be muffling yourself. And it might be harder for them to hear you.
I'll have to hold it.
Okay. Because yeah, it's getting real loud now. We don't want to muffle.
I know. Let me.
There's a lot of yard work happening.
I'm gonna clamp my Tascam here too, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that with Fallout. I thought it was a lot of fun, but it's not necessarily
that scary.
It's a good time.
Still a good time, still worth going to.
When the energy's high, especially if you like the franchise, like if you played the games at all or seen the show. I played the game, so I was like, yeah.
So I would say number 8 in terms of scary factor is Five Nights at Freddy's.
I agree.
Which I'm clearly still a fan of. Hence the blanket.
Yeah.
It's like such a good time. It's such a cool maze. There's so much fun things going on. But I feel like the only times that are really scary is when like the puppeteers like go off script and they start doing creepy things with the puppets like
We're on script, but we're just not prepared.
Yeah. But like it's more of like a really cool, exciting, immersive experience than like actually like scary or terrifying.
I feel like it's kind of an uncanny valley type of scary.
Yes.
So it's the kind of scary that I actually think about at night more than the jump scares, if that makes sense. That said, there are a couple good jump scares in there, but it's a different energy. And yeah, they're creepy.
Yeah, I feel like another maze that has like really great storytelling elements, but like it's just not like, I'm dead, I need to run for my life scary. It's like, I want to go through this a bunch of times and like
live in there.
Party with the creepy animatronic puppet things.
Yeah.
All right. So number 7 is Terrifier, which is gonna shock a lot of people. And
I'm gonna agree with all of this. I looked at the list already. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lauren peeked at my list. So this, I feel like this is gonna be such a surprise for some people, but like, it's more gruesome than scary.
I like to describe it as like a dark ride at Disneyland and Fantasyland, but it's gruesome. So you're going through and you're seeing the set pieces that you remember from the films. Yeah. And you're being in the middle of it. But we've tried this maze a couple times. There's not enough space to actually get surprised in the way that I find scary.
None of the arts are really, like, there's only one that's hidden. The one that's hidden behind the door, like when you come in and you see the little TV screen and then he's like there. But like, like most of them aren't hidden and you can see them as you come in. So if you're a fan of the movies, it's kind of like Fallout. There's a lot of cool stuff for you to see, but it's not terrifying.
It is very gruesome and gory though.
I gotta look at my list. Oh yeah, okay. So number 6 is Scarecrow's neighbor, Poltergeist.
Terrifier's neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have sworn you said Scarecrow. It's loud.
No, I think I said their neighbor.
Oh, their neighbor. Yeah. Okay. It's loud.
Yeah, I know. The music's high, and like, so are the chainsaws.
This is fun though.
It is a lot of fun.
Fright rain.
Yeah. Okay, so Poltergeist, some people might be surprised it's this high, but it's like, you know the uncanny valley, like eerie horror of like Five Nights at Freddy's? This has it throughout the whole maze. Like every space you're in is like really eerie. And even though like it's totally Poltergeist, it feels like you're in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
I agree with that. I'm always a big fan of when they do house mazes. Yeah. And they make the mundane like thing that we're used to seeing creepy. So
it's very uncomfortable.
There's something.
It's uncanny.
It's uncanny. We're just gonna use that word over again. Like I like when the house mazes are done really well. And it is an older maze that has come back from a while ago. Yeah. But I think it holds up. It holds up. There's things that are working really well. Like if you hit it on a night where everything is actually working, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. Especially that clown under the bed with the child and that just like drags the child under the bed. That's horrifying. That's crazy.
And I will say this, like a lot of complaints about this one because it is older. It has a lot of the long stretches of black hallway. Yeah. I think it works for the theme of like we are entering these different like fantastical in the mind.
Yeah, it feels like you're going into the light and the shadows of this like world. So it used to be like really annoying when Horror Nights did this for all of the mazes. Like all the mazes had these like dark areas because then it wasn't cool. But now that it's only like one, it actually adds something. So like if Horror Nights can keep doing it but just doing it sparingly, it's not a bad thing. I've realized it's just a bad thing when all the mazes do it.
Yeah, it was a good anticipation builder.
Yeah.
People are getting yelled at.
Yeah. They're like, move out of the way.
Oh, they're like afraid to walk by. That's funny. They're like, keep moving.
Okay, so number 5 is Scarecrow.
It's solid.
It's solid, and I do feel like there's a lot that's scary. I feel like it's doing gore in the way that I wish that Terrifier would do.
I I agree.
I feel like the corn cobs and the people that are bloody, that's freaky. That's weird body horror that just makes you like worry about like what would that feel like.
I like what it's implying. I want more. I like that the corn is used as a projectile.
Yeah.
However, I want more like growing out of the bodies.
Yeah.
That's like even scarier for me. I love hate body horror. Body horror is actually what scares me. So.
And see, body horror
Yeah.
isn't even like the scariest thing for me, but I think it does it very well. I'm gonna bring my mics closer to my face.
Yeah.
It's really loud. But yeah, no, I think that it's dark. I feel like corn mazes in general are just scary. Like anything to do with like farms and scarecrows. I think the subject matter is giving a lot to it, and I think that's why it's this high, even though you guys are gonna know from my previous comments that this isn't my favorite maze, but I do think that in terms of scariness, it deserves to be at this part of the list.
Yeah, there's definitely, especially, there's a couple spots where if it's populated well,
Yeah.
you don't know where the scares are coming from, which is really enjoyable.
Oh yeah, and that spot where they have like a scarecrow like come from either side.
That's good.
That I would
I
say
really like that.
that is one of the best scares in the whole park, and that's why this is so high.
Yeah. But if one's on
Yeah.
break and you missed it, or somebody in front of you got it and you didn't,
Yeah, then
it's hard to get a maze working at full throttle. So we're ranking it at if it's working as good as we've seen it on its best night kind of thing.
yeah.
On that note.
All right, number 4 is the Terror Tram. Controversial. You can fight me in the comments. I know this is a surprise one, but I feel like everything was working really well this year. I felt unsettled. Like, I feel like this is kind of surprising, but I feel like Megan as an MC is like
So good.
she's so good, and she's really unsettling. And you know what? That might be the thing. Like, this might be so high because Kaylee is afraid of dolls. But like, yeah, like just like having her like in with the Purge characters, in with the Black Phone characters, she kind of like tied it all together in a way that it's like, this is the first. It felt cohesive, and this is the first time I felt like this weird, unsettling chill as like I was being taken through the Purge universe, because they've done mazes where they've done multiple like, or I mean not Purge universe but Blumhouse, because they've done mazes where they've had multiple Blumhouse like properties
And they
together.
didn't feel connected. They felt disjointed.
And somehow when they felt connected, they felt creepier. It gave that kind of uncanniness that we talked about with Poltergeist, where it's like Twilight Zone-ish.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, this is gonna be real controversial, but like, I'm putting Terror Tram at 4. I thought it was scary.
And we also had the luck of hitting it like when there's almost nobody on the tram with us.
And see, that makes a difference.
And that was like, we were like on a tram with like maybe 10 other people, and then we're dumped out, and then we're like alone walking through it. That's fun.
That's fun, and that's creepy. I feel like if we didn't have that experience, it probably wouldn't be this high.
I think it would be lower, because when we went back and it was like we were on a full tram, there were lots of people down there.
It wasn't as unsettling.
It scared me in a different way of like, wow, I am stuck moving at the pace of all the people around me.
Yeah.
But not in the monsters can actually find me way.
Yeah, totally. All right,
Now we're to our
number 3. We're at the top 3, guys. So this is a big deal. You ready for it?
They can
number
probably
3.
figure it out
They
based
might
off of
be able to
what's
figure it out at
left.
this point. Wyatt 6. I know nothing about WWE, but like, that maze is freaky. And you know what?
Good.
It has like all of the best features, of like a classic Horror Nights maze, and we can see props that have been like used and like reshaped in the past, and they're like, I don't know, it's like, I also find like a lot of like Alice in Wonderland media just really creepy and really unsettling, and so having this like big like aggressive energy,
Stilts Walker Rabbit come for you.
yeah, infused with Alice in Wonderland like imagery and this weird like summoning, and like it's weird, it's like I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if that makes it scarier, but I also think it's just the energy that the maze has.
The maze has great energy, and actually we just went through it for a POV video for our patrons, and that is like the best time we've gone through it. Like every spot was populated. There was like an area where 3 people were coming from 3 different directions, and there's a story, like we're not in the artistic
We're not in artistic yet.
But the storytelling helps.
It makes it
with
scarier.
The scares because
so that's why it's relevant here.
You feel like you're being pulled into something, and I kind of like that I don't understand all of what I'm being involved in when we're going in, because it's
like, it's not like falling through the looking glass. It's like we're being aggressively thrust through the looking glass into this chaotic
it's like
world.
We did something wrong and we have to like repent for our catharsis.
We have to fight our way out, guys.
Yeah, it's like
we're trapped.
We're being judged for liking scary things, and they're gonna give it to us.
It just puts us in the headspace of being like, oh no, we're screwed.
It's so fun.
It's so fun and it's so scary. Okay, number 2. So I think, I am gonna have to say, I do think the top 2 are like miles beyond all of the other mazes.
I agree.
They're
so good.
In terms of scariness, there is like a big leap between these 2 and all of the other mazes. So number 2, Monstrous. Monstrous was like fantastic this year. It's always one of the best mazes. It's always a standout. But this one is so freaky. It's so scary. I would give this the number 2 spot just on the La Llorona section alone. Just on dead kids floating in the water. She's coming at us, and then she's behind the freaking window just screaming at us.
Yeah. And
that's scary as shit.
Like, those sections have actually been recycled a couple of times. Like, both versions of the La Llorona maze, I've seen those areas in. But I like that when it's not just her and it's all the different characters leading up, they like distill that section to like the most poignant moments.
Yeah.
And that bodies area, it's so cool.
It's so cool. And I feel like of all of the masks in all of the mazes, Monstrous has the scariest masks.
They are so detailed, and it's in the dark, you can't tell where the actor ends and like the horse head begins.
Yeah, that was the first one I was thinking. The horse head is so scary, and it moves like when they do that chatter thing with the teeth. That's so freaking creepy. When the other creature that has like the sharp, like pointy, like almost vampiric teeth that she like feasts on like creatures. That's so scary.
And I also liked that like this was a girl power maze.
It was
too. Like
it
we
really
had
was.
like a male like Lamorte Daff bringing us in, but like all the folklore female monsters, and they just like let us have it.
Yeah, well, and it was kind of cool because like I feel like because of that, we had a mix of like women, like we had like women's rage, but like also like graceful, eerie energy.
Yes.
And so it's like a mix of this like weird, graceful energy, and then I will eat you. Like
I will eat you and all of your descendants.
I will chew your bones into dust. I do not give a shit. Yeah, no, it was scary.
That was like, I think, the most cathartic maze for me, actually.
Yeah.
Just like all the rage and...
Well, and then it spits you out into the brujas, and like that adds something too. I mean,
those really work so well together.
Yeah. Number one, final minute. Now you guys know what it is at this point. It's Jason Universe. So freaking scary. Oh my god! Like it like won the minute that heart just like burst through the chest. I was like, I knew at that moment, like, I'm like, if we manage to get a ranking video out this year, this is the scariest phase. But then, like, then they had the car, then they had like the bow and arrow, like all of the kills are terrifying. And like it's kind of the opposite of Monstrous, actually, like where Monstrous has all this weird like it has all of these emotions, like it has rage, it has like eerie coldness, it has like all this stuff. Jason is just this
calculated
monster,
unstoppable,
this giant monster that has come to like stab you.
And this has to do with like the scare actors in this space.
Yeah,
they're so good. Their body language,
the physicality.
The physicality is so impressive. And this could also be like, these are giant dudes that move at you so quickly
fast,
and then stop right before you. It's like, whoa.
It's amazing. This is where I think the Universal training shines. I feel like Universal has really great scare actor training, and you can see it in those mazes. You can see it. But yeah, and even I have to give credit where credit is due to the like bow and arrow victims. Like that is a really hard physical, like what they do.
Has to be so good.
Yes, and also the victim in the car. Like it's not just that we have these big scary dudes, but we also have these like women like making them scarier, because they're like the stand-ins for us. They're like they're like our point of view. Like if we were watching the movie, they'd be our point of view characters.
Yeah.
And so like we're projecting onto these characters, and they're killing it. Even the camp counselor, like, or I don't know if he's supposed to be an influencer or just a counselor that was on the side who was given just scared energy. Yeah. That guy was great.
Yeah, that's so good. And I also like how they're scared, but their fear, like when they move suddenly or fall into you, they're still getting like jump scares.
Yeah. Well, and I have to like say too, like I love how creative everything felt. Like I kind of wish that same energy was in the Terrifier maze.
I agree.
I think I would have liked it better if that was it. I feel like in the Terrifier maze, the arts are giving us a lot, but the actual like ways that they have, like they're not. I feel like
they don't have enough range.
They don't have
free
stuff
range
to do.
of motion, because they're doing the kill with their mannequin body.
Oh, sorry guys.
And because they're trapped doing the kill with the mannequin body, they're busy with the mannequin. They're not coming for us.
Yeah.
And even when they kind of move out, they have to reset so quickly.
I feel like that wasn't well thought out, honestly. I feel like there should have been, okay, let's do a couple of spots where we play homage to the movies, but then also like let's put the people who are walking through the maze into the movie.
And I do feel like we're like tapping into the artistic bit a little bit. But at the end, when there's like the choice where you get pushed into the chicken exit by the scare actor, or by Art, who's wearing the hood, like he's supposed to guide us through the maze. That's when my brain turned on. Yeah. And that's when I was like, okay, this is different.
We're part of it.
That's from there to the end is the best part of the maze. Like going through the movie's fun, but now we're in it for real. And I feel like if that had happened sooner.
Yeah.
Because Jason, that is how it is.
Jason,
It's
like,
an original
immediately.
story.
Yeah, immediately you're in it.
Things inspired by.
Well, yeah, because like even the modern, like, where it's like, oh, all of these influencers are camping out at Camp Crystal Lake and then they're getting slaughtered. That's hilarious. That's amazing.
And that we don't know what to expect.
Yeah. No, they're flexing their creative muscles, and it makes it scarier because, like, now we're a part of it. And so, like, yeah, that does dip into the artistic, but I think it's, like, super relevant for
When they're working together.
explaining why Jason was scarier. Like, much, much scarier.
Yeah, why we liked that over... Yeah, because it's like a duke out over, like, the slashers that gotta fight it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you know, Art running around the park, I feel like is
He's scarier in
He's
the
scarier
park.
than the maze because he has that freedom, because he's getting us as we're just going about our lives. So like, yeah, we have to be put into that mode for it to be like really, really scary. Chainsaws. Sorry, we had to pause in our ranking to show you that.
Yeah, it got too loud for voices.
That was wild.
Are we ready to talk about art?
Let's talk about art.
That is not a clown.
Let's get artistic. Fancy. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Number 9. We're going to get a little bit of hate for this. It's going to be Scarecrow. I know some of you guys really love this maze. And artistically, there are some cool things happening. Like,
Musically, artistically. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. If this was just about Slash, this would be at the top of the list.
Oh, so good.
And I do really like the corn bodies. I like the body horror there. I like some of the slat lighting still, although I think it was way better last time.
Yeah, because we actually went into depth on this maze a couple years ago, the first time it was here.
We went super into depth, and we're not going to go at that deep this time. I did like the addition of the voices. I don't know if it was there the first time we went through or just they added it now.
I don't remember it, and I did edit the video, so I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, but honestly, I think you have to do a lot to make a corn maze, like, artistically original. They're just, like, so common to have, like, farms and corn, so you really have to do something stand out. And I think if we didn't have to make up the story, if the story was really clear, this could have been a standout maze, and it could have been, like, artistically higher on the list. But because we're left guessing, it's at the bottom.
I agree. I feel like I said it in our first Horror Nights video for this year, like, that was the maze I was most anticipating because we had seen it earlier and we saw so much potential for growth.
Yeah.
And that's like a bad pun, because it's corn growing out of people. Oh God. But it didn't go there. Musically, it was cool. It got darker.
Yeah.
But I liked it more when I was having her story in my head of, like, the corn gods have been angered.
Yeah. But we had to do that additional labor, so it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like
Tell us what to think. Tell us what your story is.
It gets points deducted for us having to make up the story. Okay, so number 8 is a maze that I actually think is artistically pretty good. This was a harder category. Yeah, but Fallout.
The bears couldn't bring it up higher.
The bear was not
so
enough.
Cool though.
The bear was really cool. I like the storefront. I like going through, like, 33 or whatever the
vault 33.
Yeah. I think it's all great. It's all functioning. It's all well done. But there were just so many good mazes that just kind of got left in the dust.
I think it's struggling from where it is in the park itself.
Yeah.
Because last year in that spot was the quiet place.
Which
and
was
that maze,
fantastic.
I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, like I know there's somebody with like the plans who like mapped it all out. It feels like the same layout as Fallout, and there's so many beats that are similar.
Well, I feel like The Walking Dead was also that layout too, I think. But when I went through The Walking Dead and I went through A Quiet Place, I wasn't thinking about the layout. And you do think about the layout here.
That's the problem with Fallout. Like, I shouldn't be thinking of the mazes that were in that spot before. I should be fully immersed.
But they had this
what's
problem
happening now.
They had this problem when they did the hotel one too.
I agree.
So if the maze isn't doing enough,
then think about the walls.
Yep. You're like, oh yeah, they had that in this spot last time, and you shouldn't be thinking that. You should be just thinking of the maze.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7, and we actually hated to put it this low because it's such a beautiful maze and it's so well done, but Wyatt 6. There's so many good things about this maze. Like, the tea party is fantastic. The lanterns
are so good.
The lanterns, the symbols in the forest, the
fireflies.
Everything is good. There's no complaints. There's nothing bad about this maze. It just artistically, it was just slightly below the next one's coming up. Like, slightly. It almost,
it could be almost a tie, but we're really nitpicking at this point.
There's the next 3 were so close that we were like, Okay, but number 6...
Poltergeist.
Is Poltergeist. And so this was hard to put above Wyatt 6 because I feel like artistically they're so different, especially because Wyatt 6 is maximalist and Poltergeist is minimalist. However, I'm almost giving more points to Poltergeist for pulling off so much while being minimalist. Giving us such a weird, scary vibe with
in a house.
Yeah, in a house and without a ton going on because if you think about it, I hate to bring in another park when we're doing this comparison, but I think it'll help you guys get what I'm talking about. But one of the bases that I really loved this year from Knott's that's going away is Grimoire. And that 1950s set for the house is so cool. And it also is giving Twilight Zone, but they're doing the most in that one. They made little, we're going through the cabinets and they made cereals and they made soups. Yeah. And then, they have all of these patterns going. Poltergeist was very simple in comparison. There's, not as much to look at except when you get into the kids' bedrooms and they're kind of wrecked.
Or the kitchen counter.
Well, the kitchen counter I would say is very simple too. It's just a kitchen counter with creepy meat on it. But see, because it's so that, because it's so simple, it draws your eye to the meat. And so that's what I think Poltergeist does very well. It draws your eye exactly where it wants you to look every single time. And that's the reason I'm giving it more because Wyatt 6,
you don't know where to look.
Yeah, it's so beautiful and it's so aesthetic, but I don't feel my eye being pulled to certain locations to immerse me and get me ready for the scare. I just feel like I'm in this amazing, beautiful world of chaos where scary things are happening.
I feel like these two and then the maze or the attraction coming up next, what kind of sits them in the middle is they are all solid HHN mazes. Poltergeist is a classic one. Wyatt 6 feels like a classic one, and we're seeing a lot of things that we've seen before reconfigured in here. Yeah. So these are the meat and potatoes of Horror Nights.
Well, and also the meat potatoes in a year where I feel like there were no actually bad mazes.
Agreed.
Sometimes there are years where there's a maze that is a dud, and I don't even though we keep putting Fallout on the bottom, it's not a bad maze. It is not a dud. It's just
look who it's competing with.
Yeah, the competition is like stacked.
Like,
so
Fallout's the maze that like we would bring it back for another season with weaker competitors.
Yeah, it's like when somebody gets like nominated for an Oscar, but they're up against like all the like top people in the industry, and they did a kick-ass job, but like there's no chance. Like,
no chance.
Yeah. Okay.
So I spoiled it a little.
You did.
But here we are.
Number 5 is the Terror Tram. And so the Terror Tram, I think, is a very difficult, like, I almost want to call it, I don't even want to call it a maze. I want to call it an attraction because there's so much going on. And it is so incredibly difficult to make it cohesive artistically, and I think they kind of hit it out of the park.
They did really well this year.
And so that's why artistically it's like starting to inch up into the higher categories, because like there's so much going on, but it all feels like it's part of the same world. We are getting that like Blumhouse universe that all feels like it could be interwoven together, which I would never think before. Like even when they put them together before, it was always just like, oh, here's this movie and here's this
then
movie
you're
and
in this movie,
here's
and
this
there's
movie.
no like thing
Through
that
line.
ties us together.
Yeah. So like honestly, this is at this point because
Megan through line.
Megan as an MC is everything.
And
she is serving.
Placing her each, like, as we're going. She's not just there at the beginning and the end. Like, every area, she's there and she's participating.
Yeah, she's
like,
doing something very
appropriate with
appropriate
everybody else
to the area that she's in. Like, even the electricity, like, in the Purge area of Megan, that's probably my favorite. I feel like that's, like, such a, like, unsettling, scary Megan that's like so cool. And so yeah, just like it's a really hard maze to do, and it was done very well.
I really liked how in the hotel they had all of the different Blumhouse characters coming out of the different rooms. It felt like they were like staying at the Bates Motel.
It's almost like it feels like this hotel is like in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
And it's like bringing them all together. It's like this like, I don't know.
It was like the grounding point. They're like coming out through it.
Of all of these like different universes that are interconnected.
And then I also really loved I liked seeing how they have to incorporate like these sets that they can't move.
Yeah.
And like I thought the Purge, like the way that we went through that alley and then we're in like this plane wreck caused by the Purge this time. That the energy was so cool in there.
Well, and I liked the energy in like the black phone area. I felt like it was very sinister.
Oh, and the Heelys.
The Heelys were bitching.
Dude, more scare actors on Heelys, please.
Just
that
coming
was
at
so
us.
Fun.
Super cool.
Like sliders up to like the next level.
It's just like eerie because he's already like kind of like a ghostly figure, so him to just like glide at you.
And then it's also like kind of funny too. Like you're like, oh, and then you're laughing. It's like a cool tension release.
Well, and just like there's so many like it goes from like eerie to bright colors to like religious trauma to like house sets. Like they did everything, but nothing felt out of place, and that's kind of amazing.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. Which, you know, like with like all of this praise, like a lot of times like we'd be closer to the top of the list, but we're only in the middle, guys. It's crazy. Okay, so number 4, which has jumped up a lot from the scary list, is Terrifier.
Yes.
So even though it's kind of stunted in terms of like being the scariest maze because of like the way they did the vignettes themselves, like each section that like represents a part of a movie is actually very beautiful and very well done, and the arts themselves like play so well into their different areas, and I'm obsessed with that. Like I forgot what they call her, but like the girl clown, the scary one.
Yeah, the animatronic that like twists her head around.
I love her.
She's so
So scary. She's like, no, she's not my favorite animatronic. She's my second favorite animatronic. People are gonna know right away what my first is.
I like her a lot. I don't know if I would place her. I don't know. I'm picky with animatronics, but I do really like her.
Yeah. She's not my second favorite animatronic ever.
Oh,
she's my second.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, she's my second favorite horror
right
nights
now.
Right now.
Yeah. Okay. That
I
makes
think.
more sense. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, man.
Yeah. No, but the colors are very pretty, and it's just aesthetic, and it gets a lot of points for like when you first walk up.
Yeah.
Like that facade. I mean, come on.
The facade's incredible. I wish, as you're going in, there's a lot of like the newspaper clippings with the black light.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like because it is such a popular maze, they are trying to pump everybody through as quickly as possible. And there are people standing in those spots telling you to fill the space even though you are already touching the person in front of you. And it gets backed up where you can't appreciate that because there's so much coolness happening.
There's so much going on that's
at
awesome.
the beginning. Where I really love this maze is like when they stop showing us the movie and you're in it.
Yeah.
And I talked about this a little with the scare factor. But
like when you're going behind the scenes, it feels like into the break room.
The things that startle me the most in mazes are actually most of the time the guide characters wearing the hoods, like ushering you along.
You're
like,
oh, a person.
It's like, what are you doing here? And
what are you doing in this world?
Be one of them and like take the hood off. That was
brilliant.
And be, like pushing us through like an area we're not supposed to go in the break room.
That was one of the most like I think creative.
That's very creative.
Yeah.
I love more of that. Like that was so meta and fun.
I know. Find other ways to surprise us horror nights because that was really cool.
Yeah, that's my. When I think about the things I like in that maze, that is it. It is so cool.
All right, now we're getting into the top
the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty. They're fighting for the top. Okay, so number 3 is Jason. Now this is like a classic Horror Nights maze turned up to a 12. This is not an 11. This is a 12 because it's like. I don't know, it's like it has all of the cool classic elements of like so many Horror Nights mazes. We have the forests and the cemeteries. We have like a lot of like the typical like jump scares like coming through window flaps and things like that. However, we also have amazing creative elements. We have the bow and arrow scare. We have the car, the Pepper's ghost.
That she saw it this time.
I saw it this time.
I was like, yeah, this with your eyes, not on the video.
We have the influencer storyline. It's just
that
like
storyline is what does it for me.
I think so. Well, because it's
I love that it's original but familiar, and it fits so well in the universe where we can get things from all of the films, like.
And you know what's fun?
In a new way.
Is it almost feels like we got stuck in someone's Jason fanfic.
Yes.
Where they're like, oh yeah, like a bunch of influencers went into the forest and Jason slashed them all. Jason got him.
Except for the 2 that escaped because they weren't live streaming. They had to edit it.
Yeah, Jason hates live streams for some reason.
He let us live so we can edit it and upload.
Live to tell the tale. We're the ones who get to share the tale.
We're the chosen special.
But see, we get to like talk about this, but talk about this not like in the context of Scarecrow where we have to make up the whole thing. We get to add to the story, which is like way more fun.
And play along.
Yeah, because it like, even when like the one like camp counselor is trying to escape the car, and Jason's like coming out. You feel like you're part of that moment.
I feel like I could open the car door. Like, I feel compelled to do that, and I'm just like, no, don't touch the prop.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
But also, could I get her out?
It's not quite the level of like character interaction that we got in A Quiet Place, but it feels like adjacent to it. It feels like one step
adjacent to it.
Adjacent to it. Hey. Sorry. So yeah, but even like the head being like ripped off, like you guys like.
That's so fun.
It's so fun. It's so cool. And okay, the piece de resistance that was also like the best in like the scare, the heart like coming through the chest.
That's so cool.
Genius. Brilliant, beautifully artistic, and like, see, like it doesn't have like.
It's not difficult, but it's executed so well. It's well thought out.
It's so tight in terms of like everywhere you go through. No part of the maze is wasted, but it's also not overdone. It's the exact perfect amount, and it could not be more perfectly perfect for what it is. And so, but like we're at the top 3, and so we do go up from
now
here.
Now they're fighting.
How do we go up from here? We go up from here with number 2, Monstrous. The screens were not enough to kick it off of number 2.
It's only one screen though.
It was a close thing.
That screen is a sin against humanity.
It's a sin. It's like when they had that Dracula screen that was
god. It is the same screen.
Awful.
I am convinced that Dracula screen and that Monster screen, they like just moved it. I know it's the same object.
Yeah. So, okay.
But the parts we like.
But
all of the rest.
There is no mask work quite like the masks in Monstrous. Those alone could honestly put it at this number 2 spot. But then you have the makeup on the scare actors. You have the performance of the scare actors, both in mask and out of mask, that are giving like 100%.
They're making us feel every range of emotion.
Yeah.
Which I feel like the other mazes are not needing to do. Like they're not aiming for that. But with these ones, it's like, I'm afraid of the monsters. I empathize with the monsters.
Yeah.
I want to be some of them because they're powerful.
Well, it almost feels like
the whole arc of human experience being portrayed through these performers. There's
several short arcs. It almost feels like we're watching, like, have you ever seen those really good anthology movies?
Yeah.
It feels like we're in one of those, and the gravedigger is telling us all of these stories.
Yes.
And just like taking us into these different worlds in a way that's so visceral and also so human, because like we gather folk tales, we share them with friends and family. It's so human, and I think it captures that kind of creepy humanness that we get from Poltergeist. But then we have these creatures. We have these creatures of mythology that are just coming for us, and they're beautiful, and they're scary, and they're gonna eat you. Oh my god, like it feels like they feel so real on a level that like nothing else has.
They feel so tactile, and again, that's I think why the screen throws us so much, because everything.
Tactile's a good word. Yeah.
Everything in that maze, it's like I just like want to run my hands on the walls.
Yeah.
Like there's when you're with the stonework, there's engravings in it, even like in spots where you should be looking at the scare here, but I'm looking at this wall because it's just so put together. We lost a mic.
Jason is also very tactile, but just not quite on the level of Monstrous. And that's why Monstrous beat out Jason in the artistic category, because it's just like, it's like above and beyond everything else.
If there weren't puppets in this next maze every step of the way, like you guys can figure out what's last.
Five Nights at Freddy's
That one would have been my number 1, but Jim Henson crafted puppets, or Jim Henson Studios.
passed.
Yeah,
But
but his spirit lives on in these puppets.
oh my gosh, I keep losing this mic. I'm sorry.
no.
It doesn't like the blanket very much.
That's okay.
Okay, we got this. So,
Our hands are frozen.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
So cool.
So cool.
I want to live in there.
I actually don't feel like the storytelling is as strong as Monstrous, but
I
the
agree with that.
aesthetics are like nothing can touch how aesthetically strong this is. Honestly, this is kind of what I wish we would get from Fallout in terms of like being placed in the world, because nothing makes you feel in the world more than Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, you walk in, you're like, oh yeah, I'm on my way to scary Chuck E. Cheese. Like, holy crap.
It's like, I remember having a nightmare about this when I was 7, and this feels exactly the same as the nightmare.
Everything from the floors to the stage to the first animatronic and the kitchens and the puppets.
The scale of it, like, you feel so small in this scary,
you feel
big,
like this,
you feel like a child lost in a nightmare Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, I can buy like the night security that is like searching for like
trying to find these kids, trying to find out what's going on.
Trying to figure out, like, what's going on with the animatronics. Like, what is going on with this weird place?
Where'd my coworkers go?
Yeah, well, and also, like, not only are the puppets, like, gorgeous, but they create, like, these amazing moments.
Where you're, like, in them.
Yeah, the puppeteers are, like, connecting with us through the puppets in a way that's just so visceral and uncanny and like beautiful. And like, honestly, like, I would put this at the top of the list just for the moment with Springtrap when he kills the guy with the security guard. Not the wrench, but like the thing that you open cars with. Like, you guys know from the video. But like, that moment alone was such a great story moment, and it gives us like, that's kind of the visceral feeling I wish that the vignettes in Terrifier would give us.
They had, even though it's an equally as packed maze, that reset, like, I never catch it at the end.
Yeah, we're
always
like go
catching
past it
at the right moment, and
it's like a long scene. It's a long scene of him like searching and then getting attacked and then struggling and then like
getting
dying.
In.
But yeah, no, it's so amazing.
And those two actors, like, because that puppet behind, that's a person too. They're so in sync with each other. It's so good.
It feels so natural, and it could feel so unnatural.
Yeah.
Like, there are puppets in other mazes that do not work as well as these ones, and there are, obviously they have puppeteers, but I don't know what they're working with in terms of like, because a lot of times I'll consistently see the same puppets like not working as well, and like one night it'll be amazing, like one night for some reason that puppeteer has mastered whatever this semi-janky puppet is. I'm gonna say it, I feel like those puppets are probably a little bit more janky, but like
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
So these puppets are created by puppet masters.
Yeah.
So like they're getting counterweighted from the roof. Like there's probably a lot that we can't see that's helping the performers out. And in addition, when we see, like, even in the Monstrous maze with La Llorona puppet, La Llorona, I'm so white. I'm so
still
sorry.
saying it as a white person. It's just like slightly.
I need to practice.
Yeah.
But when we see that character as a puppet in that maze, they're in a box.
Yeah.
So, and without the light cue, you do not see them. In Five Nights at Freddy's, you see them, you know they're coming, or you know you're getting closer.
Even as you're approaching,
and they can move towards you before they activate their light and sound cues. That is the scary part.
And I have to say,
like, It's literally like when you're looking at an animatronic that you think is off or something, and it's like, oh, well, what if that moved? It's like the doll moving on your shelf kind of feeling. It's like, did that move? Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
kind
and
of
even
feeling.
though we're on artistic, I feel like this is super relevant. And even though we put this maze really low in terms of scare,
because it's not really a jump scare. It's just
not a jump scare.
Unsettling, think about it later scare.
I feel like one of the scariest moments I had in like all of the times that we've been here is when like one of the puppeteers who was like operating the last chica, not the one in the kitchen, but the one you get to at
like
the end,
holding the cupcake.
I was like coming around the corner and like the queue was like done, and so I expected Chica to be just straight here, and then it just like moved towards me. Like the puppeteer moved the puppet like so slow, and I locked eyes with the puppet, and that was so
and it took her soul.
Scary.
Love it.
I had to, like, because the rest of the maze is just like so fun instead of like frightening, I had to put it so low, but like that is like the scariest moment I've had here because it was so visceral and unsettling and eerie, but I also think that it's like relevant to this like artistic because everything's working together. The set
working together to support the scare.
Yeah,
like
because,
they all have to be.
You can see Chica through the set in that moment because it's like where the shelving units are. Mm-hmm. So that wouldn't have worked if I couldn't already see Chica and the puppet wasn't already moving towards me before I had even rounded the corner. So just like so much is working so well in that maze. Just the set is working to support the puppets, and the puppeteers are working through the puppets to just make it an amazing experience.
And also the supporting actors, like with the puppeteers, playing the kids, playing the guard victims.
Yeah.
They're all firing on an extra level too to make it all feel together.
We have never gone through that maze and had any disappointing moments. And that is just like kind of unbelievable because like every time you go through a maze there's always something that's down
or like somebody's not in their spot. Like people need breaks, they're human, but
not for Five Nights at Freddy's.
They're inhuman.
They're beyond. It's beyond.
Are we ready for best overall?
Let's do best overall.
We are closing out the night.
We're closing out. I brought my blanket back up because it's still cold.
It is very cold. I am shivering. I'm like stealing your body warmth now.
Okay. So we're going to do best overall, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start from the bottom and go to the top.
And you can almost guess what this is. And like, especially from the other two lists, you know why already.
I know. I feel so bad for Scarecrow, but it is like
Scarecrow.
It's our
do better, Scarecrow. We have such high hopes for you.
I feel sad because like there's some things that got better this year, like the double. Like every time I think about it and I think about what's good, I think about that double scare, like where they're coming out from either side. But like, and I think about the corn body horror.
And like the animatronic crows eating the eyeballs.
Yeah, well, and even like the hidden guys, like the burlap sack guys. Oh, that is a rat.
There's a little rat.
He's very cute.
Oh God, everybody's yelling at now.
Don't yell at the rat.
Please go find safety, little rat.
Yeah, run away. Don't chase it. It's cute. Okay. Sorry, we were on Scarecrow, but I really missed the slat lighting that they had the first year.
That was cool.
I don't think making a maze darker necessarily makes it better.
Because then you can't really see what you're there to see. If I wanted to walk around in the dark, I can close my eyes.
Yeah.
Or turn off the lights.
No matter, Jason was like never too dark to see anything, and that was our top scary maze. So
yeah,
do with that what you will. The music from Slash is amazing.
I still want to buy that record, that LP.
Yeah, I wish it was enough to save it. I'm gonna be mean, it's not. Okay.
It's enough to like exist outside of the maze. And same with like the crow area. Like that's my favorite scare zone.
That is the bitchin' scare zone.
There's parts that transcend, but as a whole, it's We find it wanting.
We find it wanting.
We want more.
So I would say that number 8 is Fallout. Again, like, I don't think that this is a bad maze. Like, I keep having to say that because it keeps ending up low on the list. But it's also, like, not a great maze. It's just, like, it's not that scary. And it's, like, artistically, there's, like, so much more that could be happening to make you feel, like, unsettled or, like, just, like, even higher energy. Like, I feel like a good example of something they could have done is, like, it wasn't scariest. It's not my favorite maze ever, but the Ghostbuster maze.
Oh, yeah.
That had a lot of energy. Like, you really felt like you were, like, going through it.
And we did go through on a time where the energy was actually really good.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a hit or miss with that, but, like, and we are trying to go through, like, this list at, like, okay, this is, like, what we... judging it based off of our best go through, but we're also like, this is like, if you were our best friend coming to the park,
we're gonna be honest with you about like
what we would actually prioritize.
Yeah.
And
because if you get the worst version of it,
hour, it's worth it. If it's not under a half hour and you're not really in love with this franchise, and when you catch it and people are low energy in there, the maze itself can't save it.
Yeah.
If the actors are...
Because the sets are not supporting the actors. It's no Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
The sets aren't doing a lot.
I shouldn't be in there thinking about, oh yeah, this tree was in this exact same spot last year in a different theme.
Oh hey, wasn't this the setup they did for The Walking Dead?
Yeah,
no, that's all you do in that one is you think of other mazes.
And I just want to be in there with the bears.
The bear, I wish the bear could save it. The bear can't save it from being towards the bottom of the list. All right, Number 7, Terrifier.
You guys are gonna hate us. Don't hate us.
You know what? Fight me in the comments. This lost so many points for the poo room, and for me, like, literally throwing up in there. Like,
it's not a fun time.
I was queasy in the Wyatt 6 maze today, and I still didn't, like, I was able to hold it in. Like, I fully threw up in that Terrifier maze, and every time I went through, like, I had such a bad time with that, and I feel like it just feels janky. The fact that it's just, like, a bunch of vignettes feels super janky, and the only thing that's working are the art scare actors. They're working so hard with zero support, I feel like, other than, like, it is, like, pretty. The colors are pretty, so you are getting things to look at, but and that's why it's not at the very bottom of the list. But
there's, like, a lot of effort in this maze, but it feels misplaced somehow. Like, it's not actually supporting the performers.
It wasn't
in the maze.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't have the smoothness that a maze like Jason has.
And again, like, for the wait times that it is consistently at,
it's crazy. And then a lot of times,
prioritize one of the ones that,
whether you go through the beginning of the night or the end of the night, they heavily conga line it because there's so many people. And that's awful.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
You wait so long and you're just being shuffled along, pushed into somebody else.
Yeah, this maze
is a bummer.
Was, like, such a miss for me, even though, again, I would not call it a bad maze because I do not think there were bad mazes this year. It's just like, if you were my friend and I was, like, telling you what mazes to go to because you probably don't have time to go to all of them.
Can't make all of it.
I'm gonna say skip Terrifier.
Unless you really, really are, like,
unless you love the franchise, don't do it.
You'll
don't
have
throw
more
up.
Fun walking around, like, seeing the arts around the park, though. They are all so cool.
I know, like, every art scare actor is so good that I hate to dish on the maze, but, like, that's not their fault.
We had some people dancing for you.
Okay, so number 6 is Poltergeist. And this is a hard one because, like, now we're getting into the mazes that were solid. and that we really don't have that many complaints about.
And I feel like that's good because these are like middle of the pack. Like,
yeah.
they are worth taking your time with. Like, we've gone through Poltergeist like a few times and enjoyed it.
And it's been good every single time. Like, the one time we got conga lined, it wasn't as fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
And that was like a little bit upsetting. But once we got past that section, it did get better.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like if you love the movies, I would highly recommend and definitely prioritize it. And it's just a really good maze. Like, artistically, scare-wise, it's very eerie.
All the performers, I didn't get to really say this time, but like because the first performer you see is a mannequin, the second one, the way he moves so minimally and then lunges.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. It's like a really good like transition. So yeah.
And it's a scary, because it's a house. It's a scary haunted house.
Well, and also like the kind of like disembodied ghouls, even like the skull faces are scary.
Oh my god, and we never talked about like that end scene where you don't know what's real.
Thing. Oh yeah.
Like all the coffins, and it's like you expect none of them to be real.
I can't believe we didn't talk about the coffins.
They were all like coming for us. That was so cool.
Man, I wonder if this should have been higher on the list. That coffin area was bitchin'.
This list is so hard.
This list is so hard. Yeah, the coffins were so cool, and even like that animatronic creature before it, like the one that goes back and forth like this.
Yeah.
Super freaky. Yeah, no, like we've gotten into the parts where it's like it's really hard. Like number 5, we have Terror Tram, which has been solid on every list.
Make sure you hit it early in the night.
Yeah.
Hit it when there's as few others as possible.
Go there first.
They're all coming for you.
If you like Terror Tram, like go there first.
And it also closes early. We actually met a couple people in line that like did not realize it closed at 11.
Yeah.
Hit it as early as you can.
Yeah. So with the Terror Tram, like sometimes I'll like judge things based on if I've seen all of the movies in there. And if I haven't seen them and I still really enjoyed myself and I understood what was going on, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know a movie at all and you still go through the maze and you're like, that's bitchin', like, that's what I felt with the Terror Tram, is like, there were some movies I knew and some movies, like, I really haven't seen or, like, watched once, like, a long time ago. And still, I felt super engaged. I felt super a part of it. There were really good scares, and then there were great set pieces, and then you were able to like move through it really well, and there were great spots where they like stole your focus one way and then scared you another spot. So overall, it's really good. It's fun.
And it's cool being on the back lot too, and like getting to walk around on it.
Yeah.
Like it's worth, especially because it's like Universal Studios. You get to go in the studio area.
Yeah.
And get scared. It's fun.
Yeah, so that was a great experience. That is pretty solidly at number 5 for overall experience.
Yep.
Number 4.
I'm only going to do one hand because that's 8.
Yeah. Wyatt 6.
I really like this one. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, knowing as little as I do about the story with WWE.
Yeah. Well, and it just like, it kind of, honestly, like, this is the storytelling I wish we got from Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know what's happening, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I get what they're going for, and I'm really, like, engaged with this, like, lantern holder who's, like, bringing us through into this, like, Alice in Wonderland, like, crazy, aggressive world.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary. It's fun. Like, that's the thing, like, once you get into, like, overall, we have to just think about, like, okay, how much fun did we have in this maze?
A lot of fun.
And that one's a lot of fun. Like, even, like, honestly, that first scare, like, where first it's, like, there's just this, like, mirror, and then you see it's a window, and then he comes through the window.
And it's
the first time I saw that.
It's so good.
It's so effective. There's just, like, so much that maze has going for it. And, like, especially as a maze that's very clearly a recycle maze. Like, they are recycling pieces from other mazes over the years. And yet, because, like, a lot of recycled mazes kind of suck sometimes. Like, they feel like the forgotten mazes, but this one did not. This one feels like everything was being used to its, like, top ability.
Actually, just thinking about this a little, in that maze, there's a lot of barriers that you think the characters will not cross.
Yeah.
And they cross them.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I find really exciting, because at Horror Nights, there's a lot of like, they are in their box, they are not gonna go beyond the box.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, they're breaking through this mirror at me. Like, this is really cool. I love that, like...
And there's, like, a lot of different things happening, and yet it all feels aesthetically really cohesive.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, I never feel, like, jarred in a bad way, like I'm somewhere else that I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah, we're with it, and
Yeah.
we're trying to find all the Easter eggs and the story points. And
Yeah.
It's new and better each time we go through, because we're learning more and noticing more. And it's making me want to get into WWE, which I never thought I'd say.
Lauren's like convinced.
There's some campiness in it. I'm just like, ooh,
There is.
This energy is cool. This is like,
It's amazing.
It fits very well with Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the kind of performance I like.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 for overall experience.
Final 3.
We're at the top 3.
These are the do not skips.
Whatever you do not skip.
Unless you're coming back and you can wait in line another night.
Whatever you do not skip. No, do not skip Jason Universe. It was our top scariest. It was high for artistic. There's just so much creativity going on with the scares. There's so much involvement. There's so much immersion where you like feel like you're part of the story.
It feels like you can almost change the story, almost like that's the level of the immersion. Like, oh wow, if I wasn't me, how could I rescue these people? Oh nope, she's dead.
Yeah, it honestly feels like some of the mazes this year are like on, you know how like last year we did A Quiet Place and it felt like so above and beyond everything else?
Yeah.
It feels like our top 3 are all on that level of A Quiet Place, where it was just like that was almost the teaser to like, there are more mazes coming that are going to be at this like high level of like immersion and storytelling and fun and excitement.
Chip is out. We have filled a chip.
We filled a chip.
Number 2. Monstrous.
Yeah, we had to come back with a new chip. Number 2, Monstrous. Okay, so Monstrous is also just unbelievably phenomenal. We're going to forgive the screen because everything else is so beautiful
so good.
and amazing. And again, like, just like Jason, like, you are part of the story. You are being taken by like the gravedigger. He's taking you through these stories.
He's
like
asking you, like, are you afraid of the dark? If you're not, I'm gonna show you reasons to be.
Well, and he's telling you about all of these like amazing like folk creatures that are just like coming for you, and like there's like a realness, like when you read like fairy tales and like folk tales, like they're built on real fears that people have, and that's what you feel in this maze. You feel that really human, visceral
the empathy,
scare.
Like, you're going on a journey. It's not just
these monsters were once human. You feel that.
You feel the heart of it.
Yeah.
And you're like in it with them, and you're sympathetic. It's like, oh yeah, these guys ruined your life. Like, I would maybe turn into a monster too.
But yeah, no, it has the storytelling. It's aesthetically beautiful. It's scary and it's fun. Like, you can't ask for any more. And I feel like what puts it slightly above Jason is that level of detail.
Tactile.
Yeah, it's so tactile. And Jason's very tactile too, but also we're getting these different monsters that are very like, it's not like, I love Jason, but it's not like Jason in every like different form around. It's like all of these weird creatures that like I don't actually know that much about, but I still get it. I still get that they're folk creatures and why I should be afraid of them.
Yes. I think that even though it's 3 separate creatures, the through line is so well done.
Yeah.
And then they bring them all back to get you at the end. And then they throw you into a perfect scare zone.
Yes.
Number 1?
Number 1. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so that maze, I can't say enough of, like, it will live rent-free in my brain forever. The sets are the most beautiful sets I've ever seen at Halloween Horror Nights. The first animatronic of Freddy Fazbear, like one of the best animatronics I've ever seen. And then the puppets are the best puppets I've ever seen at Halloween Horror Nights, and the scariest puppets, even though like it didn't rank high on scare, but
it's
the way that they use
uncanny
it's the most uncanny. Yeah.
Like,
and you could not
forgettable. Like we're gonna be thinking and comparing things to this.
We're gonna compare like every maze that has like fun elements, camp elements, nostalgia elements, and even just like the story of like, you feel like you're that character there. You feel like all of those puppets are there for you. And that's actually one thing that's like really hard to do, because like a lot of times scare actors, they'll have that short reset, so they'll come at you and then you'll hear them come behind you, or you'll see them coming ahead. And even when you see the puppets like starting ahead, like the minute they turn to you, like you are the only person that exists, and I don't know how I can explain it better than that.
I get it. It's really, and it's hard to, like, looking at it in the video, because it's like I edit them, that connection isn't there as much.
Yeah.
But I actually think maybe if I were to go through without you and they were like completely focused like here at the lens, like
you
that
guys would be able to like
you
tell.
might feel it, but like they're looking at us and they're like it.
Well, and it's like maybe it's because the puppeteers are like working through the puppets, and so
like we feel the humanity within this object.
Yeah.
But the object is creepy.
Well, and so you don't feel the reset. Does that make sense?
That does make sense, and I think it's because they structured it so you can see all of them before they activate at you. So it's like they're moving, they're positioning themselves, they're kinetic. The energy is alive. You never feel the second that they take their focus off of you. Yeah.
Like it's just that they stop, and it's creepy. And it's cool. I'm like, I've just never been in a Halloween Horror Nights maze that is so much fun. And like, in all of my years of like coming to Horror Nights and coming to other events and stuff, I think this is my favorite maze that I've ever been in.
That is such high.
I just love it that much.
Like, definitely take this as like the highest endorsement.
I've never been like so happy and so excited, and then that one
like
scary
she
moment,
just surrounded herself in this maze.
I feel like FNAF is everything, and to me this year it's everything. I'm so impressed, and I want to watch the movies, I want to play the games, and like I didn't really feel that way going into any of others that like I hadn't seen the movies yet. Like maybe a couple in Blumhouse, I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, I should watch that movie. But with FNAF, I'm like,
we wanted to take over our lives.
I have to know more. Yeah, like this might be like a new obsession because this was so good.
We want the plushies.
Yeah, this was selling me on the new movie. I'm like, yes. Can I buy tickets while I'm here?
Probably.
But yeah, that was our ranking.
All of the rankings. In all the different ways.
Scariest, most artistic, and then overall best. Feel free to let us know in the comments that we were wrong. Or if you agree with us, you can let us know that too. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Tell us how wrong we are. Yeah. Tell us how much you hate us.
Yeah, tell us how we just
we know
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell, share with friends. And then if you can join us on Patreon, that's great. And we love that.
And we're making special Horror Nights videos just for you.
Because that gets us to more events. But also, watching this video and liking and subscribing. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.